hello everyone. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, hello.
Didn't see you there.
Yeah, we didn't see you there. It's almost like we can't see you at all.
I did.
Well,
Well, shit, share the fucking magic.
No.
Okay, that's fair. Anyways, last time we had a fun little duo adventure with Maltor and Sylvyre, where they fell into an portal and met who I am renaming Randy, because copy. Had a fun little experience looking into the future, the past, and many much things in between. And it did involve Sylvyre and Aeseora clashing at the very end as I attempted to do an Aeseora voice. That was bad.
it was probably fine.
It was okay enough. But we do begin with Sylvyre and Aeseora having freshly bonked heads, each taking 1 bludgeoning damage because memes.
Of course. My otter health.
Your otter health. And, as a friendly reminder, time did not move past whilst you were in the portal. The floor is yours.
Well, I'm considering I'm on the floor.
It belongs to you now. You've purchased the whole floor.
That's too much money. No one could reasonably have that much floor. But still, ow. That was painful.
You're fine.
I am. Still, why? You were diving for us the entire time?
You just went and came the entire time?
Yes, all, I don't know, couple hours? Minutes? It was really hard to tell while we were in there, wasn't it?
Yeah. Wait,
No
that was
time.
the same dive.
Same dive.
Wow.
Here I thought you were just diving right into the portal that we were coming out of in an attempt to, I don't know, portal travel.
No, not that time.
That time.
A few hours.
I don't think it was that long, was it?
At least an hour, possibly an hour 30, give or take. Yeah.
That's too meta.
That was good.
Still. Yes, more than the nothing that has passed here has passed elsewhere, I guess.
Well, what passed in that lack of time?
Oh, just some knowledge, some books, a 4-armed person, many things.
Really tall lady, yeah.
Really tall, unfortunately too tall. Taller than me.
I'm not sure it counts as too tall.
In my eyes, it does. Anyway. Well, we got to get peer into, possible truths, possible futures, even the past. It was a fun time. They could all be lies and illusions, but I trust them.
Oh god, yeah, that's right.
What happened in these?
We read books.
Yeah.
Or
Just really weird flashes of, I don't even know, possible futures or
Books-
stuff that happened.
Books were projected onto us, or into us. Either way.
You're very bad at summarizing things.
I've yet to acquire that skill.
Alright, well, if we ever end up fighting some guy with white hair, he's not trying to kill us, even if he's trying to fight us. And there might be a portal the size of, I don't even know, the castle in Catalade opening up at some point.
Imagine the payday.
I don't.
That's very large.
Yeah.
How many hundreds, thousands of gold would it be to close that one?
I feel like if there's a portal that big, you probably ain't gonna win. At least not without Lance.
We didn't see you there, but we could try and bring you along.
Cough, cough. They've been there the whole time next to you.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry. Eventually, you didn't tell us about the ceremony we're taking place in, except it was a fight, but we see that it's now definitely a fight. And we get to pick sides. It'll be wonderful. Is there gambling with these ceremonial fights?
I don't know. I'm not a gambler, man. But I do know that if it's a fight, I'm gonna win it.
You may. Especially with help. Mm-hmm.
Don't let him get you dragged in all of the stupidity.
We may not have a choice.
That's not what I meant, but I understand what you mean.
Exactly.
Maltor, are you going to gamble with us this time?
I don't know. I don't think so.
So anyway, that's why I usually cook most of the poison out of the fish. But what are you guys talking about?
Oh, we saw things, and we were all involved in some of those things. In the near.
Yeah, I've been here.
That's about the most explanation I've gotten from him. Apparently they were gone for 2 hours?
Give or take. We think we saw the future.
I mean, that's what the giant lady told us.
And as long as she's not lying to us, because I did not consider. I did not use insight. I did not think about that possibility. She seemed trustworthy.
It was just a lot to take in at once, not gonna lie.
The whole falling for a while, resting upon an invisible chair.
God, with all the silvers and all the me's.
Oh yeah, that was a weird one.
I think it was just potential other paths.
Or us's. It was hard to tell. But yes,
I'm not seeing that happening.
But if the vision,
I think we should stop and rest.
You know,
time is
that
money.
might be that might be a good idea.
All right. We'll discuss things over dinner or lunch. I forget which time.
Like,
Can I make a roll to see if I recognize any of what they're describing poorly?
The ramblings.
You know what? I'll let you if you can convince them to describe it not poorly.
Well, they talked about a 15-foot tall. They talked about a really tall four-armed lady, and they talked about like the mirror images of them, but that it was slightly different. And they talked about, quote, books kind of projected onto or into us. So I wasn't sure if that would be enough since I read a lot.
These were the books you hold normally.
And because other reasons.
I guess you can try, but the information you would glean is probably a little limited.
Okay.
I see you typing. Allow me to pull up.
Does this normally happen in like the woods or?
Oh yeah, does it?
What am I rolling, Kurt?
I guess not.
So for this specifically, you will not have to roll.
Okay.
Are
you gonna message me what I know?
Give me a little bit to type.
Yep.
The rest of you carry on.
I'm very confused. Are we going somewhere else or?
Eventually, well, no, we'll be going to our destination. Because apparently it's hard to change the near future. So we're going to make it successfully to the town we're going to. We will deliver the swords.
Yeah.
And then some sort of play fight will happen. I don't know.
Oh god, yeah, the freaking song.
Oh, yes! The music. Aeseora, when you're done thinking, I have a song to hum to you to see if it's recognizable, and also to see if a staff writes itself upon my face again.
We
Sorry,
covered
what?
all of this in the last hour, except for the song. That was weird, but yeah, that's why we're here.
If what happens to your face?
I don't know. I'm going off what
music
Mount.
note.
Yeah.
Just started cropping up on his face. I don't know. He was just standing there, kind of in a trance because of the flashbang books, and then it was just he dropped it, and he came out of it, and the music notes just faded back.
I mean, I've seen you do some pretty weird things with your face.
That one wasn't voluntary.
Thought you might be the best one to ask about that, Aeseora.
That's not good.
It is a good idea, though, to write things on my face. Could be good marketing.
But if you write on your face, how are you gonna read it? Like,
others will read it. They'll see this smile and then the words that carry on from it. It's perfect.
no, I'm no math magician, but I don't think that adds up.
Oh, it does. It's better than just simply making a bigger smile. I learned that smiles can be too big.
Note to self: make a math magician subclass.
Fuck, please.
Right?
Geometry magic.
Wait.
I refuse, thank you.
Wait, oh gosh, do I even have one? Yes. All right, so I'm gonna pull out a quill, like, excitedly, and I'm just gonna try and scurry up Sylvyre's face to write on it.
Okay. See what you can manage, I suppose.
Eclipse is just off in the corner, pinching the ridge of her nose, like I'm surrounded by idiots.
I'm gonna write oh gosh, I had it and I lost it.
Good deals? Fun?
Ask me about my gamble.
Oh boy.
I
Fantastic.
feel like I might get you in trouble,
And
but
then-
okay.
Kind of, because I'm trying to fit. Reefus doesn't write. I don't write very small. You know, it's lots of big, swoopy letters, and so just sort of like that last little spot right here. I like to imagine I'm like trying to make a little extra space, and yeah, he just kind of changeling it up.
Oh yeah, just widens the eyes a little bit. Yeah. Or shifts
just
the
put-
entire
I
face
just-
over.
I just write undefeated, and then but I make the U a little smiley face, and then scurry back down.
Un.
I trust that.
Now you have lots of people giving you their money.
Fantastic.
High five.
Lo-fi.
Guidance.
Oh boy.
They like this all the time.
Sometimes.
No, usually they make more sense.
I'm kind of doubting that given this whole exchange.
I blame the portals.
I can write you something. I can doodle.
I'll take you up on that later.
Come on.
You should draw me a wedding.
Can I roll Can I roll persuasion for that?
Sure. Go ahead.
Yes. $16?
I rolled a 15.
I'm going to. Yeah, I do wait for her to give consent.
Fine.
Okay, we'll start at the lower ankle. I've heard that hurts the least, and it's a good starter point. And I'll do my best to draw Lance standing like very, dramatically in victory, sort of, It's just kind of, it's like almost stick figure. You know, it's got like a body
Stick centaur.
and a centaur, little stick centaur. And
lovely. No one will be able to see it.
you know, that way it lets you kind of ease into having it. It gives you the power of control. It's really bad.
Oh no.
It's a well, I mean, it's an 8.
That's really
It's
bad.
below average.
You managed to make a stick figure without a single straight line.
Impressive.
See if I even notice.
Casual reminder, Eclipsa is a satyr, so like...
Yep.
Chances are.
Okay, that's about as much time-killing whimsy as I have saved up.
Yes, well,
Yeah.
perhaps we do take a rest, and you can actually explain what happened in your books.
That would be good. I believe the portals left us a little delirious or something like that, or just tired. We spent a long time in there, I think, maybe.
I don't know.
There's 2 different ways of dealing with trauma. Suppression and overexpression.
I think there's a couple other
And
ways,
sweet.
but we'll stick with that.
Oh, yeah. Probably, yes. Humor is a coping mechanism for some people.
So is this are we suggesting a long rest, or I don't know what time
What
of day
time
it
of
is.
day is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It is like 6.
6-ish.
Hmm.
Could probably get away with like dinner and a long rest.
You probably could.
Whatever works.
I'd allow it.
Sure.
And that's what
You
matters.
literally just finished a short rest. Shit happened. Okay.
Only to some
Time
of us.
passes for half of us. All right.
That's
time
what I
passed.
was saying. Sora and I are like, all right, let's get up. Walks a couple feet. You know what? No, I'm tired. I'm going back down.
I'm sorry. What the fuck? I need to take a sleep.
Or at least just a moment and a listen.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll sit down with a drink around a little fire or something like that, and just
That's an idea. Yeah. All right.
I got the fire. Quick,
D-
you. And he's gonna point at Maltor. Hit me with a stick.
I'm picking up a
I hand him a
stick
stick.
next. Huh? Okay. I throw the stick at Lance.
And you see him go bah! And block with the shield, and it does the thing like it did against the plants, where like fire swooshes from it and just like lights the stick on fire.
And it
fantastic.
just falls on the ground.
It just falls on the ground. Someone should
shit,
probably
okay.
pick that up.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna try and. Is there a patch of dirt?
You could.
I use Mage Hand to pick it up.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, casually wave, it floats.
Oh.
No need to worry.
You know, maybe you should have set up a spot for a fire before starting a fire.
Well, I can hold a fire until we set up a spot.
Fair enough.
All right.
Jesus Christ. This is
Try to set up camp, I
yeah,
guess.
this is just a hot mess already. I love it.
Plus, I do a
Getting hotter.
I do a prestidigitation anyway. As cool as that is, I can also just go and small campfire.
Well, that's cheating.
It's so useful though. Prestidigitation has so many uses.
But that's cheating.
It's magic.
Magic is cheating.
Isn't your shield magic?
No, I'm just really hot.
A blessing's basically magic, kind of.
Award yourself inspiration for that.
Oh.
I appreciated it.
Jesus
But
Christ.
all right.
Okay, but
Long rest.
can spend
Long rest.
30-ish minutes just setting up a fairly basic camp.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I suppose we could start with the same way we experienced it. The farthest future, followed by the near future, followed by whatever in the world it was we saw in the past together.
Right, yeah. Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Alright, future, that was me. Well, it looked like a battlefield. Sylvyre and I were dressed in some kind of weird get-up, like a uniform. Reefus was passed out, and there was this white-haired guy, man, I don't know, who was attacking us? I don't know, he was attacking us, he was not trying to kill us. And then the portal opened. And...
was the portal always open, or it opened instantaneously?
I think I remember it opening after... Is that right?
I don't know, is it?
This
is your retelling.
Alright, well...
I didn't think I asked about that, yeah.
They have to roll a history check for what happened an hour ago.
I mean,
I feel so attacked by it.
I mean, that's literally, like, that is my own memory, that is...
Exactly.
Oops, I'm sorry. I mean, me personally, I think it opened afterwards. I don't know if Maltor would disagree. And that's...
You said white hair.
Yeah.
And I kind of give you like a little, almost guilty, questioning look.
A human.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Do you believe he was more of a rugged handsome or more of a beautiful handsome?
He looked like he was a warrior.
Okay, rugged. Just making sure if we needed to look out for someone who sparkled in the wind or something of the like. Or if they had the gruff.
Well, he had blue armor, and some of it was glowing. So, I mean, that's a pretty dead giveaway, I think.
True. What, the only big faction, what is the Empire's, like, colors? I haven't asked about that. Is it blue or is it red?
What are you asking?
DM, in case I might know out of character from just kind of the osmosis of it's the big it's the big thing of the world. Do we kind of like get propagandized into?
It's blue.
Okay, it's blue. Okay.
I know I'm a little sheltered, but technically have been literally all around the world. Would I have any experience with people wearing armor, coming on the ship, getting off? Any of that ring a bell?
In the spot that you were at on Orhead, likely not.
Okay, that tracks.
Maltor would be the one who would probably have the most experience, but had a much more limited amount of time on the ship.
Does this ring a bell for me at all?
Not person, but like you would definitely recognize the describing armor in blue, like there's like 2 countries that use blue armor, so chances are, so chances are it's either the Empire or the Craigdocs.
Okay.
I was gonna say, do the Docks Haven they have a uniform?
Yeah, it's piratey.
Yeah, but it's not
like a corsair
uniform.
Okay. Because I was gonna say pirates in uniform doesn't usually mash up.
Yeah, no, it's like a
crew or something.
It's like a corsair.
Okay. Very nice.
You can be rebellious and coordinated at the same time.
I suppose.
Hey, those are pretty good impressions. Like, can you teach Lance how to do that?
You said
absolutely.
You said you and Sylvyre were wearing other uniforms?
Yeah, I don't know what that was about.
Maybe we got sponsored.
Yeah, I mean,
were they also
maybe.
blue?
I don't think so. It's hard to remember.
Take your time.
I got kind of distracted by the portal that was about 150 feet. And the claw that was coming through it, I don't know, something was coming through it.
I feel like that should have led the story.
That was at the end of the story, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the last thing I saw.
A claw.
Looked like it.
Like a cat?
Like, or a crab.
Not a crab. I don't know about crabs, but not a crab.
A giant cat paw would have been interesting.
That would have been really cute.
The claws they would still wreak havoc.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing it was monstrous.
Yeah. Guess so.
Really, was it anything like, claw?
Oh yeah,
yours?
I keep forgetting otters have claws.
They do, in fact, have claws.
You apparently keep forgetting otters are people.
No, it's...
Can I roll to see if
Otters are
the
too
otter
cute for
claw is
claws.
similar to
You can sure roll history to try and remember the events that happened like an hour ago.
I mean, I'm looking. It's perceptive. Whatever.
Perception?
Yeah, perception. I don't know. I'm examining Reefus's claw
Yeah.
to see if it's similar.
Well, Sean thinks you should roll nature,
No,
because
no.
I'm just an animal.
That was accidental, I swear.
What am I rolling?
Oh.
Kurt, please. What am I rolling?
You can roll history to remember what the claw looked like from the portal. You can roll investigation to closely examine Reefus's paw. You can do both.
Okay.
You can roll nature, just animal.
You know
Don't
what?
make the same mistake I did.
You picked all in.
Those are all the same. So it's a 14.
Okay, I just need to know which one then.
Oh, I would have gone with the perception, honestly, because I'm looking at Reefus's claw. And,
Reefus's claw is really cute because it's attached to this very fluffy paw. It's really short, comparatively.
I don't think so. It's not really.
How close are you looking?
I mean,
Enough.
if you let me, I grabbed your paw.
Okay. No, that's fine. Yeah, absolutely. Like as you get really close, I'm just gonna cast Blade Ward real quick, and just to get like a quick shimmer, like right as you get it up to your eyes, and sort of.
Wait, what does that do?
Hey, I can do that too.
But Blade Ward just gives me resistance. I'm basically just shining a light in your face as soon as you get close.
I'm kicking you back.
Roll to hit.
Careful. Don't frighten us. We've experienced trauma recently. The otter folk.
Okay. Is
He's kicking a person.
Exactly.
15?
That technically hits because I don't have my shield equipped.
I'm just trying to. Yeah, I'm kicking you back and probably falling back myself.
Yo, Reefus gets
Reefus.
Sparta kicked.
Reefus take 1 damage.
Slapstick damage.
Technically, Blade Ward gives me resistance.
Take 1 damage.
So
2
Aw.
damage.
down.
Round it
To
down.
bludgeoning?
Down.
It runs up, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
To
runs up.
kick damage?
I think it's minimum 1
It's
anyway.
minimum 1. You physically cannot.
Not
Wait,
right
actually,
before my
never
long
mind.
rest.
Never mind. It's an unarmed strike. 0.
me. That's right.
Nice.
Mine's also are all 0
I think-
or negative in Reefus's terms.
Yes.
If we get in like a fist fight and for some reason can't use magic, we're
Oh,
very screwed.
just absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
If it's against each other,
Yeah,
we're just
it'll be
gonna be at it forever.
Okay, look, I'm smaller. Basically, we'll call it a fastball special.
That's
I'll
why
get in your way.
you get versatile weapons for a reason.
I was thinking tabletopping or in your case footstooling, but either way,
Who knows? We could fight gnomes.
you never know.
That
Do
was
I have
bad.
like a bonus to my unarmed strike because I have claws?
Tech?
I hope I never have to find out.
I'm trying to remember off the top of my head if I gave Otterfolk natural weapons. I don't think so.
I don't see it, and that's okay.
Uninspiration.
Uninspiration.
Oh man, I do have one.
No. All right. So yeah.
Well, this was fun. I'll make dinner.
What are you making?
That was a third of the story.
That's true. Yes, that is true. That was
Sorry.
not a lot, but you can still start dinner if you would like.
I'll describe the near
Both.
future while we cook.
What are you cooking?
Yes.
I am cooking up my inventory list. That's right. I've still got a little fish left over. I'll do fish for everybody again.
Okay.
I don't get sick of it. What is that? Survival? Whatever it is.
It's a D20 plus your proficiency. Because you
straight up.
have proficiency in cooking tools, correct?
Got it after the thing in
No.
the kitchen.
I did. That's right. Yes, I do. She didn't write it on my paper yet. It's on my
Remember,
noise.
To
if we can
quote
ever make
myself,
bagels-
ye bitch.
Oh shit. Yeah, we gotta make bagels.
if we can ever make bagels, I have that bag of
can
bagel
make them
flavor
I
whatever
thing.
forgot we had the
flavor.
bagels.
We don't have bagels.
No, but if we make bagels, we can put them in the bag and then take them out, and they'll be whatever flavor we want.
Oh, okay, we haven't made the bagels
Making
yet.
dough on
Yeah.
the fly is difficult. It's not difficult, but
Especially-
difficult to get cum.
Says the guy who
I
makes
know
a ton of money.
Passover just ended.
Also, just making bagel dough is like...
Yo, right?
Mm.
You have
I
to
thought
like
bagels-
boil
Welcome to Skull Check.
them.
We're pro bagel.
I thought
Oh,
bagels were
yes.
more in the process of how it was cooked, not how the dough
We had
was.
this exact
Yeah,
discussion.
you
on
have to like boil
Have we?
them before you bake them. It's obnoxious.
Yeah, oh, okay, that's what it is. Yeah.
I rolled a 9.
Not necessarily.
Wow, undercooked,
Nine.
whatever.
No, it's a lot of undercooked.
Are they all bad, or do I roll to see who gets the
You
bad
can roll
one?
to see who gets the bad one.
Great.
It's 2, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. I'll be 4. Lance is 5. So it'll be 6. It's Lance. He
Good.
probably has a beefy constitution, so that's kind of the best
He
possible
does have
outcome.
a very beefy constitution.
Fair.
Well, thank you, little man.
Nailed it.
And he's just gonna go.
But then, yes,
And he's gonna go.
Yeah, that checks.
oh boy. You don't need to taste the undercooked food when you don't taste any of it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But technically before that happens,
Yeah.
while we're... Oh, it's just barley malt syrup. Yeah, and oh god, yeah, no, we're not carrying lye. Yet. We don't need it anyway. But anyway, while we're cooking though, or while Reefus is cooking, I'll still make sure that you can hear all that I'm saying, because the near future, what fun we have in store for us, is that I don't know what will lead us to the Solane and the Lunane. I know we're going to get there safely though. We're going to get there. We're going to get there, so there's like no chance of death whatsoever on the road there. So we chose the correct path. Hooray. Afterwards, we have a ceremony of some sort. It seems to bequeath the swords, or with the winner of a little bout of some sort. A little sparring thing gets sword that I'm delivering. But we get split up. I don't know if we get to choose sides, or if we're forced to pick sides. There were a lot of different possibilities that played out at once. It was strange.
Lance, Eclipse, how does this normally work? I guess we should have asked that beforehand.
Well, normally, it's a series of rounds. Teams of 3 usually, and the champions chosen by each side will use the swords that Sylvyre is carrying. Traditionally, in the final bout, we're usually saved for the very end, and so the beginning ones are kind of a pre-show or like a warm-up act, so to speak, where just people who want to fight or show off what they've learned, etc., can do so. But then Lance and I will fight with 2 others, Usually it is of people of our own conclave. However, I'm sure you would be able to participate. Though I can't speak for certain as to whether or not you'll be forced to choose or you shall be divided amongst.
Interesting. I couldn't see who won because I was shown multiple possibilities, so either that one's up for grabs, but we're going to be a part of that apparently. And then afterwards, I was alone in a dark alleyway.
But there's
yeah,
no...
hooded. Oh, no alleyways in that? Wait, how are there no alleyways in a town?
It's more like a camp.
Oh.
Also, it's a temple.
I could be next in the shade of the temple. I swore it was described. I mean, I thought I saw an alleyway of sorts, but it could have been just next to the temple, something in the shade, in a shady area of sorts.
They both just shrug.
Either way, it was there that I was sung to by hooded figures. It was weird.
Sung to by hooded figures.
Indeed. It's a weird song that I believe we heard in the past as well, but after I heard it in the near future, which I'm going to sing to you now in the present, vaguely, though also Thank you, Reefus. No, you can pay attention to cooking. Make sure we make sure nothing gets overdone. but I do believe there might be some motes of suggestion within the song, so I don't know what might happen.
I just didn't hear what you said. Some what?
Motes or suggestion.
Motes work.
Motes or suggestion was hinted upon the song or something of the like. It may have put me in a trance. It's hard to tell. So I might be being kidnapped, but then I don't know. We'll see. But
I'm sorry. You said the thing happened with your face. Was that because of the song? Was that because of the dream?
That was outside the dream, actually. I tried to replicate it in my own head, which then apparently caused the notes to appear on the face outside the projection of the future, which is what Maltor witnessed, which caused me dropping the book. Which is interesting. Which was a shame, too, because I didn't see what the guys in the alleyway were going to be doing to me. But still. So, yeah, no, I want to hum the tune to you and see if you can recognize it and or help me concoct a tune to counter it.
Swear to God, I'm plugging my ears.
Okay.
That's reasonable.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to connect the telepathic link while I listen to him hum to see if that would help me at all.
Okay.
You're running the debug program while initiating.
Jesus
I'm trying to get like that high def surround sound going.
Or you're watching
not the THX again.
Yep.
Or I guess it's the equivalent of watching the waveform as the audio plays.
Yeah. Do you do snaps and claps before you go into somebody's brain?
Don't worry about it.
Still, I wish to replicate the song through hums and or doos, something of the like. Because I don't know what the song is in real life either. I have song knowledge.
Okay. Carrot?
Sorry, I'm being flirted with by my friend.
The song?
Oh, yeah. So the song would be like, I don't want to sing it because I'm going to be very bad, but...
Just give us an idea of just what kind of song.
Yeah.
Somber, happy, sad?
A similar sound.
It sounds a little bit haunting, as if it is meant to be played or sung in like a larger group consisting of like 5+.
So not quite like a Gregorian monk chant, but
That's more than our group.
like as if an orchestra did that.
Yeah, like a very small one.
So a chorus.
Yeah, kind of.
An octet.
Ooh,
Roll.
an octet might be nice, or a septet.
Do I
Octet.
recognize it?
Oh, are you okay? First of all,
Analyze. Oh, yeah, what happens? Then what's the
First
analysis
of all,
after this
yeah.
happens?
First of all, everyone other than Maltor make make a wisdom save.
Oh crap! Missed. Oh.
I'm looking at people's faces also, especially Sylvyre, to see if
So I have
it's appearing.
9.
I have resistance against that's psychic damage. And I have advantage on wisdom saves.
Where are you going?
Okay. 24.
Okay. Oh.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Wow.
So
So.
Reefus draws a knife.
One day my brain will work for an entire episode.
You sure?
One day.
No.
So you watch as Lance and Sylvyre and Reefus all gain staff lines on their cheeks, and music, the notes begin to like appear on them, and they seem to just kind of like zone out.
Now, is this happening over or under what Reefus drew on me? Does it seem like it's part of the skin? Okay.
And this is because Sylvyre is humming or singing?
Yep.
That's it. That's the same thing.
Okay.
Quick, slap me.
And you see all of them like simultaneously stand up if they were sitting, or like get into the same position, and then just begin marching.
Which direction?
So you'd be heading eastwards towards Selene and Lunane, so it's like northeastern.
Like directly? Or on the road?
Do you have a compass?
Like northeast, kind of
Are
direct.
they following the road, or are
No.
they like walking? Oh shoot!
I was just walking into a tree head on.
Do they run into stuff or do they avoid it?
It's
That's a
like
good question.
It's like bop.
Oh god!
I mean, I'm going to go ahead and make the oversized lemming joke, but essentially it's like that. Like, is it a mindless zombie walk, or is it like I know exactly where I'm going? I've got to get there.
Very purposeful strides, but like your face says,
Looking around, who's okay?
What do I
Aeseora's
hear
okay?
in the mental link with Sylvyre?
You hear, like, to put really simply, you would hear the song itself, but like a lot more I guess filled out is the proper term, where like it has like the accompanying like drums to go with it.
The imagination is a beautiful thing.
It's kind of like almost akin to a marching tune, or something that like a large group of people would be actively like either fighting or in motion to.
And what is detect magic telling me?
Hold on, let me double check the.
You're analyzing us as we're walking 50, 100 feet away, still going, still
Well,
analyzing.
this is just
I think
this
it's
is
I
within,
think
like,
it's
6, 12
illusion.
seconds.
Sorry, enchantment. It is enchantment.
Detect magic says enchantment.
Who's still good?
And
You,
can I roll
Aeseora and Eclipse.
Arcana
Okay.
Yeah.
to see if I can figure out what the spell is, or like some more in-depth whatever?
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
19.
Some flavor of dominate.
Alright.
Okay.
A bland flavor. Could be better.
I'll throw something at Sylvyre.
What are you throwing?
Just like a stick on the ground. I don't care.
Roll to hit.
Is this just plus dex?
Yeah, because it's thrown.
13. I think I miss.
Yeah.
Because of the new armor. I'd throw another thing. That's a 4.
Eclipse is just gonna walk over there and just smack.
I don't know how fast they're walking. I don't know if I can catch up.
They're just walking.
So I guess half of our...
18 hits.
Oh, okay, then, yeah.
18 hits. Eclipse just smacks Silver in the back of the head. And he stops humming, and everyone goes back to normal. Take 1 bludgeoning damage.
Oh no, my otter health. Again.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Psychic damage. Do we feel any different? Is it just like we blinked and we were somewhere else?
More like that.
Okay. I'm not going to reach out to the entity, but I'm kind of going to do like an internal check. You know when like you fall down and you're kind of do like a quick diagnostic to see if anything's hurt on the inside? Mm-hmm. It's that thing of like, just to kind of see like if the presence it was responsible for that, or just, I don't know, it's almost instinctual now.
Or if it messed with that.
Don't blame me. You are the fool who dared to listen.
Look, listening is half of a relationship.
Are you talking out loud?
I'm not saying this out. No, I'm not saying this out loud. This is all. I'm just kind of zoning out again. Like,
quick, we gotta hit him again.
Eclipse smacks him.
And so the
take 1 bludgeoning damage.
Did the music notes disappear when they stop marching?
Yep. So as after Eclipse just smacks Silver, the staff and the notes just disappear. Slowly over time.
Were they becoming more as they marched, or was it just kind of like a...
Are you asking if like more notes appeared, or if it was like playing through like...
Like, did it grow to just the cheeks, or did it encompass the entire
Yeah,
face?
like, did it become more and more on them, or...
Oh, yes.
Hey, Eclipse, is there like a cult around your part of the woods?
No, you could argue technically yes, but no.
You're official, it doesn't count.
That's a
What is a religion but a cult that's socially accepted?
Lovely.
Right. Apart from Soleil and Lunain, anybody else with an inclination for songs?
Or kidnapping?
That too?
Unless you count the flora, no.
And
technically,
I just counted.
Well, then there's a lot of plants that will kidnap you. Yes.
Technically, just playing, Bahamut's advocate here. We are a rather musical group, and I don't know if we kidnapped Flower, but it could be perceived as such.
Yeah, Flower.
Who is Flower?
Oh shit.
Flower is like our team name. It's almost like,
More like
the
a
other
mascot?
person. Riff still does not know what that word means. So, yeah, sure.
And where is Flower? Because as far as I've seen, it's just the 4 of you.
Flower's a metaphor.
No, Flower's a statue.
Reefus is struggling here because he's not very good at lying. But he's also he is protecting a friend here through his own foolishness. So.
Do you think that would be correct, Asmodeus' advocate?
Not Amadeus.
Kurt, do I know the tune?
I'm trying to think if you would. I will have you roll history at disadvantage because...
Do I get not disadvantage because of my job?
Yeah, we'll say that. It's a very niche thing to have knowledge on.
17?
for you, there was a Wikipedia
Are
binge
you
night.
hipster enough?
I'm very well traveled.
I know many things before they're cool.
We do.
The only thing you would be able to really recall would be the name Andris Mordo.
Can you spell that, please?
Andras Mordoe.
As the person who wrote it, or just a name that has to do with it?
The latter.
Sylva, do you recognize that name? Andris Mordo.
Not off the top of my head. Or when looking through my backstory notes. I don't believe so.
Can Sylva roll history?
So Sylvyre can roll with disadvantage.
Can Sylvyre give me advantage?
Oh, disadvantage. Damn.
Yeah.
11.
Womp womp.
Not a bell.
Not at all.
And Lance and Eclipse, I don't recognize it.
You think Lance would recognize?
I'm using all my resources.
It might be the one.
Lance
thing
is still trying to remember our names.
That's fair.
We got little man. We got big man.
Yeah, I don't think he's trying.
We got. No, the name doesn't ring a bell. Actually, I think in one of the temples, there was a journal or diary found, but I have no idea if it's still there.
As good a place as any to look. Besides,
Nor do I remember which one in particular.
How many temples are there?
3.
Oh, that's not too bad.
So safe to say, I'm being either kidnapped or robbed while I'm in a dominated state, it seems.
Or taken somewhere.
Kidnapped, yeah.
Kidnapped.
I mean, I'm very important, so...
The other question would be... So, okay, because the song can affect the person who's singing it, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But the way he described it, none of the hooded figures, plural, were affected by the song.
It's hard to tell because I immediately started trying to hum it myself.
Don't know because he was also...
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean,
because
out of character thought, like,
if they didn't know where the song was taking him, then
right.
Maybe they were following him.
Or maybe by that point he's learned the song and it's a defense.
It's circular causality. Because I heard it in the past, in the future. I learned it in the past to then say it in the future. But I don't think so. I remember that it didn't start right away in the dark alley. Or at least that also might have been setting the scene of In Alley Figures song. But I don't know if that was all at once, Kurt?
Who's to say? This is your character's recollection.
Hey, now.
You're right.
That's a limitation of a narrative thing.
That was like are you describing it in order, or are you describing these things that are all happening at the same time question?
They were the same time.
Oh, okay.
I'm just being an asshole.
Good. Well, you need a little bit of that in there so we can balance. But, that could have been all at once. But unfortunately, I'm not a passive man. I'm an active man. So I immediately started trying to sing the song, and that was my mistake. A small one, though.
So he heard the song, was fine, tried to sing the song, and then went into the trance?
Yeah. Kind of.
True.
John, is that what you did?
Was I in first person for that section?
Yeah, you were in first person for that.
Okay. I didn't know if I was in third person. Yeah.
So you heard the song.
I just remember I heard the song, And the first thing right after they said song, I was like, let me try singing it.
Yeah.
So it was unfortunately very immediate.
Okay.
Reefus is like off playing like a literal shell game with Maltor. Like, I've just got one of my lucky rocks and I've got it under literal shells. And keep your eyes now.
I'm gonna pull out my notebook and write some things down.
And so it starts with, well, I should make sure I don't do this. Oh, it's pretty good. So it starts with 3 shells, but then when I take my hands away, there's 5.
Impressive.
Ah.
Huh. Yeah, nice. What am I supposed? What?
Oh, you're supposed to that.
Oh, that one.
There's a gold coin under one of them.
That one? Pointing to the second left one.
Take it, that's fine. I pick it up, and then what's the second one? Gosh, which one was the second? No, it was not the second one.
Okay.
And we're just continuing this banality over here.
Okay. Still, that is the extent of what I have for the near future. But then there was the past stuff, and that was weird. Because we each had a past thing, and then there was another thing beyond that that may have been further past still, possibly connecting both of our pasts, but only tangentially. Maltor, take it away! What was that weird thing we saw with the people and the mushing and the water?
Right. Well, it was Laro and Zenio.
Who are they?
You would know who they are.
Do they not know this? Yeah. Do you not know who they are?
Can you spell those for me since I don't have my religion notes up?
It's Illaros and Zenyo.
Okay.
You don't need to add the S on Alaro.
Okay.
Kurt,
Sorry, that's
the Maritimes are not particularly religious, but we would still know, like, who that is, right? Okay.
You don't necessarily have to be, like, religious to know of them. They are still a major, or a set of major deities.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
You
and
sold them in the past.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't my memory or anything like that. I don't even know how far past it was. It could have been a few weeks, a few months. It could have been a few 100 years. They're gods. They don't really change. They look the same, but
I mean, everyone changes.
They look the same.
Some more than others.
Yeah, well, see, and I'm actually gonna pull out the coin. They decided to make a bet, and they chose me for some fucking reason.
To do
so
what?
They
chose you to do what?
Well, they weren't clear, but I think that they want me to stop somebody
I have
that they imprisoned from coming back.
Yeah, it's too many notes.
So they picked you, gave you an incredibly vague mission, and expected you to just figure it out as you went, or?
Yeah, pretty much. But they teleported me. That's how I got on the roof.
Oh,
one mystery solved. Now we still need to know how you got in barrel. The wheelbarrow. But yes, Seyo-kun, that's who it was.
Spelling.
please.
It's a funny spelling.
SYO with an umlaut. KUUN.
We saw.
Looks like a shocked face with the umlaut.
We saw him get mushed or something, and then put into the water that they were all standing on. Correct?
Yeah.
Get mushed.
Yeah, he lost his form.
Just turned into the water?
No, he was turned into something, and then they dropped him in.
Submerged him.
Turned into what?
Formless blob.
Yeah.
Amorphous blob number 3.
Specifically number 3.
Yeah.
Which is
Gotta
funny.
start with a non-union job somewhere.
Which is funny, though, because one of my friends was tricked by the Fae, and the Fae may be trying to revive this person. Place or thing or god.
Wait, you tried to revive?
Oh, no, not
The
me.
blob?
Not me personally, no. It's my friend was tricked by the Fae into giving up time. In doing so and then they said a collection of enough of it would bring back Seoku, or at least not directly infer. Did they directly infer during that one? I forget. I believe there was direct inference. The name was mentioned there. And, yeah, and that enough time would revive Seokun, as well as an army of sorts. Which is probably bad.
Most armies are.
Unless they're to defend your nation specifically. Then they're good.
Point of view.
I have the high ground. Morally.
It checks
Monetarily.
Session 0.
Monetarily. But still. So that is one weird tangent of which we are somehow somewhat related into each other's pasts in a way, but not directly. And
also,
then
not to interrupt, Maltor, you see Reefus trying to sneak you 10 gold.
What? I don't need it.
Sorry, bad sleight of hand. My fault completely.
Reverse pickpocketing.
It was when you were looking at the shell game. He's reaching back around. Missed terribly.
I'm good. Thanks.
Kurt,
I mean, it's all about getting away with it now.
Do I recognize the name Seokun at all?
No.
Hear that.
No.
No.
But finally, we saw something of a battlefield, but almost like we couldn't tell if it was a training battle or if the person in the center of this image was just slightly tapping people and disabling them. It was strange.
You said a battlefield and what?
It was a battlefield where this same figure that we saw in the ocean smushing was in the center of it. And kind of battling, but slightly tapping people with a wooden sword to disable them. And then they got up afterwards. So I don't know if it was a training exercise or just their power.
The singing people
Would I
were there too.
recognize that kind of a non-violent style?
Based off of that description, definitely not.
Okay.
There was a flowing motion to it, you could say, though. But that also might have been the ease of which the giant wooden sword would tap people, one to the other, through a giant swath of them, and then they would fall.
And singing people.
Oh yeah, the song was happening back there too. So now it's hard to tell if it's hard to tell if that whole army or person or was being controlled by someone. This ancient song of domination.
So we have a consistent song.
I think the staff notes were on the warriors, so it was probably
Was
controlling.
the song the same?
Wasn't it was described as similar, I believe. Because I
Roll
have
for
the weird
similar music.
Because I was gonna say I have the weird notes of.
You said the staff was also on their faces, or
Yeah, but I'm wondering if the... Oh, well, never mind.
Because
I never heard it. I don't know. I never heard the other one.
But I had the correlation of... For some reason, my notes had the correlation of song, parentheses, might heal in the past, because we saw the people get up, even though the song was being sung. That's an incorrect inference. But it still makes me go back to the fact that the song was probably affecting the people who were knocked down. So they're...
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, so the army itself may have been what's being controlled, and if that can be done on that scale, that's interesting and dangerous.
No pun intended.
Scale.
Completely forgot that was also a music term.
You chose... So you both chose different visions of the future.
Well, we had the choice between near future and far future, so that's why we chose differently.
And you each got one individual, but then you shared a few.
For the past. That was abnormal, we were told.
Do you think... do you think... I'm trying to figure out how to word this with an 11 intelligence.
Seeing the past was abnormal? At all?
Well, seeing more than what we initially chose, that's what was described as abnormal.
Did that happen after you heard the song, Sylvyre?
Yes.
So is it possible that's what showed you?
No. That was the tall lady's rules. We just she was like normally. She was like change voice box. Normally, we're not allowed to have two. You're only allowed one choice apiece. But the place hasn't fallen apart yet. So here, choose another.
I did not know you could do that, and it was unsettling. You should really market this. You know, I think people would pay to like put your voice in things.
Really, you think someone would pay to put your voice in things?
Yeah. See, I'm entertained. I don't know about you guys.
That seems far-fetched. I don't know if that market would make it.
Feels like a lot of work.
Inspiration.
I already have it. No.
Have another one.
You can get more.
Can I get mine back?
I only have one marker.
You can have yours back. There you go.
There you go.
I want to go back to where the portal was and see if anything's there or if anything is weird, residual magic, whatever, anything. I know it's not far from where we stopped.
Yeah, you can certainly do that.
Magic
I
FBI.
do that.
You have
CSI.
Detect Magic. MGI. Pretty much
MSI, Magic Scene Investigation.
Oh yeah. The only thing you really see are trace amounts of divination, and I just need to double check the School of Magic.
Divination makes sense.
It was also enchantment, wasn't it?
Well, that was the song, not the portal.
Yeah, the portal was also that one. I thought
And
we made
also
Dragon Age jokes.
Conjuration.
Divination and conjuration?
Yeah.
I do remember the Dragon Age jokes. I was tempted to say it again when we heard enchantment, but I was like, no. Wait a minute.
Well, I'm thoroughly confused. So, all I know
That's how we
is
felt.
that... I'm just glad we're all sharing the same feeling now. Makes me feel a little more, together. But it sounds like we've got a long day, long trip ahead of us, and if we're going to be fighting, we're going to need our strength.
It takes time, but I believe we can travel there. Like I said, it's the shorter way. We should be able to get there just fine.
Oh, I'm just saying I'm sleepy.
Oh, okay, yeah, we should probably get some rest eventually. After the dinner settles, because we probably discussed the past over dinner.
Probably.
Yeah.
Then we could always have a music lesson before bed.
I guess so.
The role play.
7 o'clock just seems like too early to get to bed. I'm more of a 9 p.m. type of person.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I mean,
Actually,
Midnight, 2 a.m.
Eclipse, huh?
Yes.
You wouldn't mind practicing with me, would you?
I don't see any reason not to.
If you don't mind.
Very well. So what is it we are practicing?
Catalate fencing? Don't know if you've heard of it. Well, I'm practicing that.
I can't say I'm too familiar with it, but if it's just fighting, I can certainly do that.
Yeah, just fighting.
You sure you don't want Lance?
With up.
He's kind of all about this kind of thing.
No thanks. If it's all the same to you.
Might be a little intimidating.
That's fair. I get it.
All right.
He is a lot.
Yeah.
Well, and if you're interested, well, depending on how you perform, you could, might be able to learn something more unique to the Solane and Lunane if you're interested in learning various fighting styles, but...
I mean, that would be really cool. I feel like I need to get this one down first.
Oh, yes,
Kinda
don't...
like learning a bunch of language at the same time.
Fear not the warrior who has who has learned 1,000 kicks. Fear the warrior who has mastered one kick 1,000 times, or something like that.
I feel like you should master at least 2 or 3 kicks in case someone perfectly counters your one kick.
I don't like you anymore.
What if you have short legs?
Then they'll never see it coming.
All right.
They'll never see it. And
Let's practice. All right, let's go.
All right, and she's going to draw her scimitar.
Okay. And do we roll for practice?
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay.
All right.
Ugh.
Ooh.
Plus something or?
Nope. Straight rollies.
Yikes. 9.
I'm sorry to say, but this time your ass has been handed to you.
I mean, I kind of.
Have you checked under it?
But you, as you're like getting used to like the form and like the advancing techniques, she just simply grabs your saber with her scimitar and just flicks it out of your wrist and just smacks your wrist with the flat of the blade.
Right, okay.
Maybe
Shit.
maybe a little bit faster.
Okay, yep. Will do. Again?
Yeah.
Though also, I'm thinking instead of music lessons, sorry, Reefus, we could be workshopping a counter song of sorts afterwards. Or during this.
Yeah.
A harmony that would either cause enough, that would either resonating is probably not what we want. We want something to make it clash with it enough that it is ineffective.
We most likely need a different song altogether. Anything that would match up with it it feels like that would be bad.
So a song of mental freedom.
Anyway, here's Freebird.
No.
They're going to be doing that, which is a little above my pay grade as a musician. And then look over at the other two. That's definitely above my pay grade as a fighter. Okay.
You still have Lance.
I was about to say, one man remains.
I'm gonna try and not like sneak away, but just kind of go off to a maybe like just where the light ends, so like you can see my outline or something, just under a tree or something like that. And I'm gonna pull out the ukulele, and I'm gonna reach into my my left arm pocket, and inside the left arm pocket is another pocket that is hidden, and just kind of pull out a flat stone that's definitely been almost looks like a skipping stone, or one that's been smooth specifically for that. Not quite guitar pick shaped, but it's close enough. And just sort of quietly work on Reefus. I am going to work on essentially the song that he's been trying to write by himself.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Magic Stone as I do that. And it's basically that, so I always go to a reference, but essentially that scene in Futurama where Fry is playing the little, I can't remember the name of the instrument, and he's trying to make pictures pop up while he does it. That's kind of what we're doing with the spell here.
I should remember the name from Star Trek, but I forget the name of that too. That thing.
Griffin, if you're out there, I'm sorry I forgot.
As you're doing this, I am also going to make a joke really quickly. Have you heard of men's pockets being great? Otter pockets have pockets for pockets.
All the pockets.
All the pockets.
Thanks, it has pockets.
Oh my god, I love your otter. It has pockets.
It's where all the dress
very
pockets
friendly.
ones.
Yeah, so I'll just...
No.
I mean, it's fine. It's 11.
Okay. You're getting there.
Yeah.
Telephone, yes.
Yes.
Will sort of relax my hands a little bit and just let that... Basically, I assume I can kind of see him kind of everywhere all the time, all at once. I'm just going to kind of like loosen my hands a little bit and not quite try to let him take over, but just sort of, like a friendly, I'm going to open the door and just like let you maybe like a foot in.
How far away
Just
did
to
you
let
go?
I'm visible. You can see me. I would say, I don't know,
Like
Kurt, I went
15.
just enough, probably 15, 20 feet.
Okay.
Like there's still a lot of control being there, but it's just sort of like loosening the grip a little bit. Like, you're gonna keep fighting. You good? You good?
Okay, so we're gonna go kind of in order yet again. So Maltor, as you go for round 2, you are once again trounced. Not quite as much of a gap as the speed advice was definitely definitely a good one. But she still manages to disarm you. Perhaps a better grip, or a different choice of weapon. This style seems to not necessarily favor rapiers.
Yeah. I kind of need to hold on to this one for a bit longer.
Understandable. Just
But I'll keep that in mind.
yeah. Have you considered something along the lines of a scimitar or a saber to really pair with this?
No. No, not really.
Fair enough.
I'll look into it, at some point.
Just saying. All right, but then the musical duo.
Yeah. I'm very distracted, kind of. Like, my eyes are glowing, like I'm focusing on something, but it is not what you're asking me for.
Well, don't worry. I'll do enough talking for the both of us.
That's fine. I'm just letting you know that's where
Someone's
we
not
at.
gonna notice.
He'll notice, but he'll probably just like, no, I'm still going to bounce my ideas off
That's
the
fine. I
flat
can
board,
do that.
What about, maybe this song will do it. Maybe if we do something like this. Maybe, I'll strum the lute and just, That sounds, that didn't sound too great. It's the rubber duck thing that programmers do with music.
But instead of a rubber duck, it's a callus dart.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll get like some responses, but they'll be kind of shorter, or I might be like distracted, lost in thought, and then be like, oh yeah, sure.
Occasionally, you could need me to grab him. I can always do that. Mage hand can float right above him. point to Reefus.
Who? Oh. He's... I don't know what he's doing. I can't say he's fine, but...
Okay.
I mean, yeah, you can see just enough to like see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Or just like you can see I'm playing the ukulele. You can't see that I'm like working on something, but not quite a complete silhouette. But
that's fine. I just
yeah,
needed
like,
to know
I'm not
distance.
hiding. Yeah, 15, 20-ish.
Okay.
Reefus, speaking of you, as you relax, kind of like let CM take control a little bit, just a touch. You feel him like raise the lute to be more like more standing. I don't know if this is a specific style.
Oh, of course, I'd get possessed by a bassist.
I don't know if that's an insult.
Don't worry about it.
Column A, column B.
Depends on how good they are.
And you see him
Sorry,
you feel him like investigate the pick, so to speak. Put it back and opt for a much longer one. More like oval shaped. Hold on. Sorry.
It's even worse, a violinist.
So
Hey, now, I played that back in 8th grade.
sorry. There's a bot.
I'm just making fun of my friends.
And you see him like stick it between the two strings and like by putting different pressure and like sawing it back and forth, it ends up sounding like a very interesting like higher pitched tone.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, Kurt. Is it sort of a like? At least in my head, I'm sort of. I'm still in control. Like I'm moving my hands, but I can feel where he's trying to move them, and I'm sort of like, okay, I'm trusting you. You know, like we're trying to make this work.
It's kind of like I guess visually you would actually be able to see this. You see him like grabbing your hands and like just kind of like gently pushing them, and like like pinching your arm and like moving it back and forth, and then just kind of like lets go and lets you continue.
Would I roll performance with that?
Yeah.
Would he give me advantage?
He'll give you a +5.
That'll work.
That's statistically advantage,
That is statistically advantage.
but technically not the same.
Plus your performance. +5. So
As
So
soon as he
9.
lets go.
It's a cat dying over there?
Oh no, I played a honker.
I hear that makes you a bad person.
Exactly. I trusted you.
You're right, I shouldn't have let go. It was too soon.
We can possibly. I mean, we could work on this.
At least you're not as uncultured as I once thought you were.
I get that a lot.
I can only imagine. Maltor, you can, as you continue training with Eclipsa, I'm gonna have you roll another d20 for me just to see how the training is going overall.
We do record this in audio. Please say your rolls out loud.
Yeah.
It's a do.
It's a do. Oh boy. It almost feels like training with Eclipsa with her just like kind of natural counter is not going necessarily super well. And it almost you get the inkling that it's more harming than helping at present.
Okay. Alright. In that case, I think that's gonna have to call it. My wrist is hurting. a lot.
That's understandable.
Yeah, okay. God damn it. Ow.
Go see Lance. He has bandages and bandanas for some reason.
Okay.
Same thing.
He assures me that they help, but I've never.
Right. Lance.
Yeah?
You got anything for getting hit by blunt of the blade, or not really?
You know, believe it or not, I get hit a lot. So yes.
Oh. Okay.
And he's gonna, like, whip out a bandana. Hold on. I can... You see him, like, fold it and just go, like... and just wraps it around your wrist and ties it in such a way that the knot is in your hand, or, like, in the palm of your hand, but still offers, like, room to move and gives a little bit of support. Like so.
Oh. Thank you.
I got you. This level of awesome combat ability doesn't... I feel like I just changed his voice by accident.
A little bit.
This level of awesome combat ability doesn't come naturally always.
To be fair, I feel like Lance would change his voice occasionally if he just felt like it wasn't awesome enough.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right.
But it's, you know, it's not like 10 out of 10 healing, like a healing spell, but, you know, it helps.
Good enough placebo.
Yeah, pretty much. Any Hoosers, what is everyone else up to?
I guess just after a little bit of playing, I'm just going to go by the fire and curl up.
Eventually, yeah. I don't know if we want to arrange like night watch or something like that. We'll ask the two experts here. Do you think we're at risk for being attacked tonight, or should we just simply all
literally always?
Ah, fantastic.
Always
So we
have
should.
someone keep watch.
Yes.
Exactly.
I'll volunteer for first watch so I can have a complete night's sleep without interruption.
Okay. Perfect. So everyone is taking long rest minus Sylvyre at present.
I mean, to be fair, we go 10 hours, and that way we have the 8 hours of rest in there. It's just we need a watch.
Yeah.
Make sure the plants don't eat us. And we need other people to volunteer. I'm not going to be up all night.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a 2-hour shift.
Whatever.
Okay.
Don't need much sleep anyway.
Roll a perception for me.
15.
Okay. So as you know, your shift progresses, you see a lot of movement amongst the local flora. But it doesn't appear to be similar to like the vinelings or the tree.
That's good. Whoever's next.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Who's next?
Oh.
Who are you waking up?
I'm waking up
Oh,
Aeseora
yeah.
then. Because I vaguely remember, don't need much sleep. So, okay.
All right. Aeseora, what is your perception?
Great.
At least a number.
That landed on top
Just
of
as a
another
note,
one.
like as you sit down, Sylvyre, like instinctively my paw just kind of.
Oh. Get my temp HP back.
Perception.
Otter cuddles. It's utterly
25.
adorable. You would see that there's a small beastly humanoid off in the distance and appears to be kind of like watching you, but never quite sitting still. Like it's always like, just dance, it'll be okay. But it's kind of keeping its distance.
Can I tell what it is?
You can attempt to identify it with nature or survival at disadvantage because it's like kind of hard to see even with your a good perception because it is still nighttime. And you do not have dark vision.
13 or 10 plus 14.
Not entirely certain exactly what kind of creature it is, but it's not a person.
Can I like
An otter.
Oh my god.
not?
Kind of muted skin shot at me.
Can I like? I'm not writing that down for otters. I'm writing that down for the thing. Clarifying, because everybody's laughing. Can I like insight check the body language?
Sure.
I'm gonna just say that my passive insight is 16 and pretend that that didn't happen over there.
The words.
That was
Mhm.
bad.
Basically, you see, you get the sense that it's curious. Questioning.
I sleep hugging my backpack just in case it tries to pickpocket me.
You don't know.
You're asleep.
I don't. But also that Sylvyre's MO
That
is...
sounds like
Yeah.
you would just always do
feel
that.
Stuff.
I will reach out telepathically and
Okay.
say, "Stay safe. Many dangers around. Not us, unless you intend for us to be."
Do not get a response back. And then you see
Does it change its movement?
it goes away.
Okay.
I mean, if you're spying on people and you just hear a voice in your head, that's probably the right reaction.
I know if I was just staring at someone and then in my head I hear,
That's a thing that happens. The world is full of magic.
yeah, but I'm just saying that if I personally,
Well, you know. That's why I don't do it to you.
I appreciate that.
Wait a second.
Anything else interesting?
No, the rest of the night goes by, or the rest of your shift rather, goes by pretty uneventfully. Who are you waking up?
Maltor.
Alright. Cool.
And I'll stay up for half of it, just writing in my journal somewhere else.
Okay.
Alright. In that case. That is perception 17.
Okay. Thankfully, or probably thankfully for you, the rest of the night goes by uninhibited.
So it's morning?
Mhm.
Alright.
Cool.
Nice.
Let's get on the road again.
Okay.
Yep. Let's do that.
'Cause I want to get where we're going so we can make some money.
I mean, I'm not sure exactly where we're going, but I'm assuming Lance and the clips are leading the way, but I mean, if possible, I'd like to go head of the pack. Like, I'd like to be in the front.
Lance is gonna put you on his head.
I accept this.
Riding his shoulders.
No.
Oh.
Head.
Okay.
Good.
Good.
Let's see if I even... Reefus understands this could be demeaning. I mean, I understand this could be demeaning, but yeah, good intentions.
You're riding a hero into battle. Maybe battle.
Rattle with battle.
Probably
Battle-ish.
Battle-ish.
Oh,
Right. So as you guys are just traversing on ahead, what are you doing for food?
We have some
I
dried
have
fish.
rations.
You do
I do have
have
some
rations.
rations. Also, we should hunt. And by we, I mean Lance.
No.
Because he would barbecue. Because he'd barbecue it before the time it gets back to us. Depending on if it hits a shield or not. Pre-cooked.
Can I roll insight to see if Sylvyre is planning on running away from Lance as soon as he's out of sight and abandoning him in the middle of the woods?
Sure.
I don't plan on going with him. I just thought it'd be like, send him out.
No clue.
Either way.
I don't even think about it.
Either way, again, I'm not planning to go with him and abandon him.
I'm on his head.
I'm planning to simply tell him, hey, you could hunt for us because if it hits your shield, it's pre-cooked. And that's convenience.
But hunting implies that I'm not. But hunting implies that I'm not fighting it.
Hunting is a form of battle, though. It's a battle of wits, and it still has to come to you and hit you. So it's still a battle of fight, a physical battle.
Tell you what, I'll go with you. I'll hunt. That's more of my thing. But if anything happens to get the jump on me, I'm sure you've got my back.
You're bodyguarding.
Right. What could possibly hurt me with you around?
Honor guarding.
All right. Well, you can roll survival to.
Body's still a body.
You can roll survival to see if you find anything worth hunting, or rather, how successful your hunt is.
I'll give you bardic inspiration for it.
Nice.
As I wish you ta-ta.
Um,
Bring us home the good stuff. In song.
Kurt, as much as I bargained for advantage, would this be technically disadvantaged because I've never been on land? That's weird. All right, that's fine. We good.
Add that D6.
LOL, no. D6, that's right, not D4.
That got changed. I don't think it did at level 4.
That is my third natural one of the day.
Sounds
Plus
like
4,
Yikes.
plus 6.
sounds like you need new dice. But hey, 6.
You got me this far.
Nice job.
I don't know if that's good or not.
Okay.
You
What brings you up
find
to it?
a plant. It's green and it's leafy.
Yes.
No.
I'm gone for a little bit. I mean, how long would you say I'm gone, Kurt?
About 2 hours.
2 hours. I come back, and like as soon as I walk out, yeah, I have no idea how to hunt out here. But this is nice. You guys don't have water anywhere.
That's not true. There are rivers. Not
Where?
here,
Where are
but
rivers?
Do we recognize the plant?
you recognize it as a shrub. Part of a shrub, a young shrub.
Is it healthy?
If
Can I
we
eat it?
had the means to digest it.
You can try and eat it.
I think
No.
Rufus just wants to have a plant now.
I worked hard for this.
Yeah.
Can you make yourself 4 stomachs?
That's a very good question.
Huh.
I don't see why not, because the only thing is a specification that it matches body type.
I guess it's not really.
I mean, like,
I mean,
well, limb specifications or something like that. I guess I could
I guess
possibly.
an organ's not a limb.
Yeah, I guess it might fall under that. It's like more of a general. I don't know.
Really cool.
Yeah, it's up to Kurt. If I could make myself have 4 stomachs to digest plants.
No.
Okay, good.
We must be driving Eclipse insane.
To be
She's
fair, I don't-
just-
I'm keeping my shrubbery.
She's just.
I don't think Sylvyre would dignify himself with that because that's strange.
Once again,
Just a
I am
thought.
surrounded by idiots.
We're trying our best here. Don't you worry.
I mean,
Unless
you put us here.
Unless you have better ideas and or more ability to possibly hunt for things, then I will happily inspire you as well.
Yes, I can hunt.
Fantastic. Carry on.
Okay, what's your inspiration?
D6.
Yeah, 25.
All right.
That's how you do it.
She is going to just come back dragging this how do I describe this?
Dead.
Yes, this is dead. Delicious.
It's not a deer.
It's not a lion.
It's not a deer. It's not a goat. It's got
It's not
paws.
humanoid.
Somewhat humanoid. It looks.
Oh, yeah.
Is it familiar to me?
Define somewhat.
It looks like it walks on hind legs, but
Does it look like
if you
the thing I
territory
saw
it.
yesterday, last night?
Kind of, but a lot bigger and hairier and musclier and.
Did she kill? Were you about to eat a bugbear?
No.
Okay.
What is it?
What is that?
Food for now.
But is it for the chef to know? Is this
What
something?
was that?
It was a thing called or rather, we call it a kinetic beast. Really awful to try and fight because they just kind of move around all the time, and when they miss their attacks, because they do fight back, when they miss their attacks, it usually ends up hurting more.
So it has sonic punches.
No,
I look at Lance.
I don't like fighting them. It's the one thing I don't like fighting.
Oh.
Because it's really annoying.
Well done.
How does it hurt more if they don't hit?
Do you know the saying to roll with the punches? This one literally rolls with the misses, and then the punches end up hurting a lot more after they finally hit. Conservation of energy and all that.
Oh.
So if it were held in place, it would not hurt as much.
I don't know.
Well, the effort's appreciated. I'll try almost anything once.
Indeed. I wonder if it needs a fat though. It looks like it's going to be gamey. It's very muscly. But we'll try our best. Slow cook it.
Okay, how are you slow cooking this in the jungle?
Well, obviously,
Carefully.
I carry a bundle of sticks with Mage Hand, prestidigitate it into a fire, and hold it underneath a pot that Lance has on the end. We'll have Lance carry his spear and put that on, hanging on the end of the spear, and we'll just, as we walk, it cooks. Or we just make hot stones and do that. Yeah. Too easy.
I like your ingenuity.
Fantastic.
Alright, it's gonna take about 4 hours for this to cook as a slow cooker.
It's dinner. We'll be fine.
You're skipping breakfast and lunch.
No, I'm not.
I was gonna say we can snack for lunch with rations.
Yeah, I'll spend rations and kind of toss you a snack. Like, yeah,
I'll look
I
for
feel you.
fruit while
This
we
has been
walk.
Cooking with Sylvyre. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. Be sure to buy the cookbook edition that comes with commentary.
Sora, do you want some?
I rolled an 11 to find fruit while we're walking. Was that investigation or perception?
That'd be more nature.
That's worse than both.
Well,
You're in nature.
So I guess I got a 9.
woo!
Hey, Sora, do you want some? I'm just like handing some of my ration over. As I see you rummaging through bushes.
We were just looking for something interesting. It's all right. Dinner smells good.
Okay.
Maltor, what are your rations? Here's a cool in flavor character thing.
Or lack of flavor.
It's well.
Well,
It's a bunch of stuff I picked up on Orehead. So smoked fish, lots of smoked fish actually. I keep it really sealed tight because it's kind of stinks. But yeah, it's good.
okay.
I can't press you to take the smell away this time.
Thank you. And
Something smells delicious.
Where do you get your rations?
I catch them myself.
Oysters.
Oh, if you had
Thanks for looking
those.
down on you for once from Lance's head.
It's rotted.
Oh God.
Yummy.
No.
Not yummy.
Roll Constitution.
I was trying to keep a straight face. 11?
Reefus about to get car sick.
Reefus is incredibly upset stomach right now.
Ugh.
Lance, I think you might want to put him down.
Please.
Just
Sorry, I lived my whole life on the water. When everything stands still, my stomach just doesn't know how to handle it.
that is a weird issue to have.
I've been told.
Okay, well.
Mhm.
Perchance, roll another perception as a group.
Who? As a group?
Dirty 20.
11.
Only 9.
Dirty 20.
Oh, hey, dirty. Actually, no, that's a dirty 20.
What the fuck?
We are in
I'm
sync.
sick.
And Reefus is in sick.
Oh no.
Right, so, looking forward, you do see that the fauna is changing ever so slightly. It is getting a lot more dense and seems to move a lot more. The path that you've been on was fairly well traveled before, but now it gets more like full of roots and like intertwined.
Off-roading.
Yeah, kind of.
Who's navigating?
Eclipsa.
Okay, good.
we
Just wanted to make sure.
And she is very definitely moving like through it. Lance is just kind of like barging through it.
Then we walk behind him so it's easier.
That's fair. But you are noticing that the area is getting a touch more rocky.
Cool.
No, I do believe it's probably best that within a few hours we start looking to set up another camp.
Maybe sooner.
Is he going to be okay?
Eventually.
Maybe.
Does he do this often?
No.
I've not been on land very much. I'm sorry.
We had a whole few days on land. It was a different land, but still. It wasn't a jungle. It was a city. Which is almost like a boat that doesn't move, I guess.
How is it hot but also wet?
That's a problem.
There you go. But I do actually think we are going to take a break right here. See you at 10 p.m. Central Time.
We're almost all
Whenever
EST
that
here,
is.
I bet.
Yes, in 1 hour. Or in 10 minutes.
No.
Only Aeseora can read
In 1
minds.
hour.
1 hour.
Good God.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Oh.
See you all soon.
Bye.
Okay, we're back for real this time.
Ah.
Okay.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Mm.
Anyway, here's Otterwall.
Waterfall.
Wonderwall does sound like a spell.
Waterwall is a spell.
That's what it is.
We've
Dude.
made those jokes like 3 sessions in a row.
Oh, probably, yes. So,
It's fine.
you travel.
We travel and travel and travel. And you begin to find yourself more in an area more akin to I guess natural alcove would be
Harmony.
What?
Sorry.
I've been called out. In a natural alcove in the jungle, where you get a path that seems to be more widespread and appears to branch off in 3 directions. One of them leading to a big tree.
How
Oh,
big
hell
is
no.
this big tree?
Large.
Last time we saw a tree, it
That
was
could mean a
strangling
lot of
people.
things, Kurt.
Big,
Like 40 feet tall.
Thank you.
big tree on the map was the shortest path, but the roughest path, if I remember correctly.
Wasn't that like the one that ate people?
So we should take the middle path. Fast, but not too dangerous. Or wait, no,
Okay.
middle one went to tree?
No, the left one did.
Yeah, middle
We
path.
can ask Eclipsa, who's done this before.
So I will also say that was it, you could do that, but the tree is not what ate people. It was a
Area
giant
around
plant.
it.
That was not clarified.
Yeah, it's a giant plant thing.
Yeah, it's a giant plant.
Giant plants.
Yeah, trees are giant plant things.
You know, you got me there.
Wah, wah.
Womp womp. But no, this one looks like a deadu tree. It's no longer living.
Can I
Nature to
is
see.
it just like died naturally or
Yeah, it looks like it died naturally.
Oh, it isn't like, okay, it's not some necrotic aura in the area draining the life of the. Oh, okay, yeah. It's
If
just
there
nature.
was any magic, we would know.
We would know. But you do see off yonder, past a giant deadu tree, a collection of. Excuse me. Gonna take some water before I continue.
A
collection
collection
of
of
what?
Collection of stones in the shape of a building.
Like a building made of stones, or just
A building made of stones.
okay?
Is it kind of like a rundown?
Yeah, it's
building
It's
made of
a
stones?
brick.
It's a brick house. It is very run down. Looks like it's hardly been taken care of in literal decades.
Can I scurry up the dead tree without like breaking something because I'm not very heavy?
Yeah.
Or
Roll athletics.
yeah, I think I have a thing. Is that advantage in climbing?
You have a grappling hook.
I always have a grappling hook.
That would probably
Um,
give you advantage.
Yeah, I guess so. Creative solution. I just felt like I had something with climbing, but I can't remember.
You already have swimming.
I'm greedy.
know.
Swimming's just climbing the
Yeah,
wall.
so I guess. Well, I don't want to use a grappling hook because it's dead and I might break it. So I'm just gonna scurry. Oh, climbing python. That's what it is. Pythons, whatever. Climbing shoes. However you say them.
I don't actually.
So
know.
I'm gonna say pythons. That sounds like PyCon, and I'm a DBZ nerd. So I'm just gonna put one on each foot. They look like little dog booties that they do so they don't burn their feet on the sidewalk. So it's just like and just scurry on up there, which I think does give me advantage. Let me double check that.
I also want to recount on something. I said there were 3 temples. I lied. There's 4.
You monster! We have to start the entire session.
And so we find
Okay.
ourselves with Silver being knocked over by Aeseora.
Wait a second.
Oh, you're fine.
I hate time loops.
Oh, God.
We have to travel again.
Oh, it's natural 20. I scurry.
You scurry. As you scurry up the dead tree, you would be able to see a large flower that you would actually be able to smell. It's bad. It's stinky. Smell like corpse.
Oh, no. Sorry, Fred.
Like
that,
in the tree?
No, it's it's on top of the. Or it appears to be like almost on the higher end of the stone building, the ruinous area, and it's kind of like a large upper level of stank above the trees.
Upper level of stank.
Upper level stank.
Who are they opening for?
That does sound like a band.
LS.
While I'm up there,
They open for
yeah, I just want to kind of look in each direction to see if, like, yeah, all three directions.
Okay.
up, down, and around.
Well, I mean, just sort of like, we're at a fork in the road. We know that there's like a temple of rocks over here. Seems foreboding. But I just want to look in like each direction and see like, oh yeah, okay, the right path is on fire. We won't go that way. Something like that.
So the left path would be the tree.
The right path is on fire.
The right path is in literal flames. That's canon now. Fuck you.
I cast fireball.
And the middle path is appears to lead to a cave-like area, and continue onwards. But it does appear to branch off a little bit.
How big is the building?
Large.
Kurt, you
And
keep using that word.
cathedral?
Yeah,
No,
it's a very good generalized term for things
It's
that
like
are.
Cathedral kind of larger.
I also don't know what large means. Large could mean a wizard tower, or a castle, or a 3-bedroom home.
Specifically
That's
three.
still large.
2 bedrooms only medium.
Well, it looks like it was a temple of St. George.
Okay, so temple size. So we've got a rock temple over there.
With a
I'm
stanky
picturing
flower.
Jungle Book.
Yeah, with a stanky flower.
Stanky flower. In the cave in the middle, and so but literally, what was on the right path?
Oh, right path is it's kind of nothing. Fire, which is now canon.
I'm sure that's harmless. Okay.
And the flower appears to have a very large bird-like skull resting within it.
Within it.
Within it.
What is the okay? I collect things and put them on the boomerang. So, like, is it in good condition? Do I feel like I
How
could get
big
it
is
without
the
breaking
skull?
it?
Isn't it like massive?
Oh, it's pretty big.
Is it large?
It's bigger than large.
Bigger than
It's
Do you want
massive.
another boomerang-sized thing?
How
It's
big
gorge.
is the skull?
I've been trying to estimate sizes. Give me a second.
So, let's say, okay, would an otter-sized being
Be smaller than
wear
the
it
skull,
like a
yes.
cubone?
Oh,
I was gonna say, would I wear it like a cubone? Trademark?
You would
Okay,
sleep
not that
in
big.
it?
Oh,
Mm.
That's not gonna fit on your boomerang.
eyeballing it. Does it look like I could lift it and like get it out of there?
No.
Okay, it's way too heavy.
Could I sleep in
okay.
it?
Could we all sleep?
No.
Okay.
One big
Could
skull.
could I sleep in it?
I feel like if you angled yourself properly, you in theory could, but it would not be comfortable.
So it's like a tall person sleeping in a car.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. It's
Possible.
car-sized.
Okay.
It's a
So-
car-sized skull, but like
Um,
my fit, not stupid SUVs.
Okay, so first I'm gonna look down at. Okay, we got like a
Fire.
there's a temple of rocks over here. Looks somewhat important. There's a large there's a cave over here in the front path. The only word I can think of to describe it is large. The to the right. I'm sorry, Kurt, I couldn't resist.
Lord. Excuse me.
Did you say you got possessed?
I couldn't resist. Sorry.
Oh.
my God.
Southern slurring of words.
Not
It's-
again!
I'm a
Usually
professional
Kurt's
voice
the
actor.
one possessing your It's fine.
This time I've possessed
Possessive
Jacob.
Possessive nouns. The right path, however, looks relatively
Hot.
normal. I don't. And if we want to, you know.
It is
Also,
as Freya Frost said, fire, which has famously never existed outside of fantasy.
To be fair, like Reefus isn't stupid. He knows what fire is, but he's never been in the jungle, so maybe that's a normal thing. I don't know. But that way looks relatively similar to what we've been going on. We've got a big cave. We've got a big rock temple. Also, something used to live here, or possibly still does. Let me check real quick. Can I do a survival check to see if like this looks familiar? Is this like
Is there
was
a
it
front
murdered
door?
and left here? Did it live here?
You can try?
Sure.
You forgot the stank, by the way.
We don't need to know that.
Is there a front door?
I don't know. Reefus hasn't said.
Oh, and
I
like
look
at the
with
root
my
of the tree.
eyes for a front door. Is there
I think it's what
one?
they mean.
Yeah.
Is
I
there a front
walk
door? 'Cause
up
that's
and
really
I knock
funny.
on it.
Oh, you're going
Is it
to
a
the
ruin?
temple. Yeah, you're going to the ruins.
Oh, no.
Is it like right off the road or is it like far?
It's far. You can see like the tops of it.
Oh, I
I was-
misunderstood.
I thought you meant the tree. I was gonna say if there's a front door on this tree and I just scurried up it with a natural 20, that's the most Jacob thing to ever happen.
It really is.
Alright,
Druid
so-
comes out like, excuse me.
So yeah, oh yeah, let's be rolling survival. Sorry.
No, you're not.
14.
It's hard to say.
Who's to say?
Who's to
So
say? What's
would
up
that let
to
me
ya?
at least get into? Would that at least get me to know if it like this is supposed to be here or the flower killed it? One of those two things. Either way. Okay.
Hey, does the tree look like it would hold a person
Yeah.
without breaking?
The lower branches, yeah. But not in the higher branches like Reefus is at.
Yeah, I'll still try and climb where it won't break and see. I'm curious.
Why is everyone going up this tree?
It seems
Why
silly.
not?
I mean, it's kind of my thing.
Do you guys do this often?
Your thing.
Yes.
You live in the ocean.
It's like a mask.
Don't typecast me.
Did you say
We're out of
tidecast?
trees.
I did now.
Can I use acrobatics?
You can use athletics.
Can I use acrobatics?
If someone helps you get up, you can use acrobatics.
No, I did gymnastics. I know how to do the thing where you like flip yourself backwards over the tree branch and shit.
I can attempt to extendo legs and help you get up a little bit higher.
Also, yes.
Okay, now you can use acrobatics.
Do I get advantage for his help action?
No, I'm not letting you.
So
14.
You can get up there pretty easily with the added assistance of Extendo Legs McGee.
Can I see the flower?
You can see the flower. It's big.
Can they reach the flower? Or is it like up there with me, or
No,
like,
it's
it's that big?
excuse me. It's
It's-
on the temple.
Far away.
Oh, it's on the temple. I thought it was on the tree. I'm sorry. That's why I was confused.
It's
You can
on the
still smell
temple, and
things.
you would be able to now once you're above like because this tree is much taller than the other trees in the area.
Okay.
And now that you've been able to go onto a level where you'd be able to see above like the normal tree line, you'd smell the stank.
Okay.
Smells like corpse.
Is it coming from the skull or other things? Or the flower itself smells like death?
I think we're gonna go check that temple out. I don't know about you guys. Just letting you know the other options.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting.
So wait, the left was the temple, the middle was the cave, the right was the fire.
Left was the tree.
Yes.
Middle was the cave. Right is fire, and then further beyond, to go even further beyond plus ultra is is the temple.
So I'll just go ahead and scurry back down, and like as I pass Aeseora, just sort of high five, but like with the elbow, so I don't hit you with a climbing shoe,
That'd be
and I'll cast
fun.
guidance.
Cool.
You're heard you're going to the temple off yonder.
Is that bad?
Yes.
Oh.
Why?
You kind of need permission to go to the temples.
Oh.
The elders.
Oh. Yeah. That, okay. It's like a sake. Okay.
Mhm.
Doesn't look like anybody's been there in a while.
Well, not a lot of people get permission.
Is
I'm
there
gonna-
nobody to take care of it?
Not usually. The people who tend to volunteer end up usually kind of dying. The area is dangerous, as you know.
Sounds like a good enough reason for us to carry on without examining it, because that might be bad and waste time and lose us money.
There's also
Or
literal
lives.
fire, which I don't know why that is there.
Okay, so that's not
That is
normal.
not normal, and we're just going to ignore
All
it.
right. It seemed like a comedic
Oh.
narrative bit. I just wasn't sure.
Who was narrating?
But seriously, but completely ignoring that. Just sort of like so. In the interest of respect, if we were to win your what is it like? I guess it's your ceremony or your tradition or whatever the competition is, would that allow us to possibly go to this temple, or at least maybe get us a conversation?
In theory, yes. To all of the above?
I kind of turned to Sylvyre and Aeseora like,
Do you know what in theory is in the temple? Is it worth us going there?
A book we need,
Well,
among other things.
potentially that, as well as I know at least one of the temples. I've never been there myself, but I do know that at least one of the temples does carry some deep history regarding portals and such.
How far out is this temple from town?
Like
Is this...
2-3 days, depending
Oh,
on.
okay. I thought we were still like a week out or something. I'd be like, that's far away.
Mm.
Right, because it's been 2 days. Yeah.
It's been 2 days ish.
Like
What time is it?
Not quite
day?
dinner time.
1:30, 2:30.
and I'm sure they told us. I mean, I can ask in character if you want, but they going straight through the cave is where we're supposed to be going, right?
But it could be dangerous.
Eclipse,
I mean,
which way are we supposed to go?
Are we supposed to be going?
Right. I'm deferring to them.
We are supposed to be going this way. We'll be passing by a cave to our left, but we are going to be taking the trail towards the right, assuming we are going the best direction possible. However, there is
Best direction.
Yes, she's gonna lean in. The one that involves only a couple fights, as we agreed upon.
Okay, good. As long as we're not avoiding the fights entirely. I can't be a dishonest man
The
to Lance.
mediumist direction.
Yeah, the most medium direction.
Mm-hmm.
But we will, coming up, actually, we'll be taking a left, because there is a pre-done site for
Convenient.
convenient indeed. But it's still another, at least half-day travel.
Let's book it.
Let's go.
Okay. So as you continue, Jenny as in what?
I don't know if the Jenny stretchy arms is Jenny like XJ not in Teenage Robot stretchy arms, or if this is a thing I'm not aware of.
Interesting.
'Cause
Anyways,
I know Inspector Gadget. I just don't know the Jenny.
go gadget.
Watch on Twitch. Join the chat to understand what we're inanely talking about.
Yeah,
Indeed.
yeah. Check us out on
Okay.
twitch.tv/Moral Skull Productions.
All right.
Ah, good. So I know my childhood cartoons.
Good for you. Proud of you.
I remember Jenny.
So we're going towards the fire?
No.
No,
Well,
not quite.
it,
That's literally just what Eclipse said.
No,
ish.
we're going by the cave, which isn't in the... It's like in the vague direction of the fire, but we're not going in that area, down that path.
The cave is 12.
Cave is 12. Fire is like 3:30.
We're going like 1:15.
You're going like 1:15.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a solid lunch commute.
But then you're also
Exactly.
like, as you're heading to 1:15, you're gonna take a sharp 9 o'clock to hit to the campsite.
Oh.
Gotcha.
You can look
Thank you.
wistfully at the temple, but we're not going to be touching it yet.
Yeah, you're not allowed to
Yeah.
touch it yet.
Well, is it just going inside
Okay.
it, or is it? Now that's the question. Is it entering it? Is it reaching inside, or is it touching even the outside that causes the displeasure and or death?
Do you really want to find out?
I'm curious, but
Yes.
I'm not curious enough to go try
Well,
until after we make our delivery.
well, then I suppose we'll never know.
Oh, fantastic!
Basically, everything we ask you, Kurt, we are badgering Eclipse about while we walk.
Yeah.
I'm just going to. You all wait here. I'm going to just go off here, and just off in the distance, you'd hear, "Oh my god!"
You're very much just like,
Anyways,
We all heard that.
no, you didn't. You're going to pretend you
Perception
didn't,
check.
or I'm going to. I'm going
Well,
to
hats
take
off
this
for
sword.
keeping it-
I'm going to take this lance, and she's going to grab Lance's arm,
Oh no!
oh, that's funny.
and and he is going so far up your ass that you will be you will be speaking in blades for a week.
Hopefully, Blade Ward prevents that. But anyway, we'll try. We'll try, but this is just kind of the group's general curiosity that happens to help us sometimes. I'm surprised you're not used to it already. Most people are after more than an hour, or they just don't say anything for fear of us outnumbering them. But we don't.
Believe it or not,
My brain.
believe it or not,
just
I can
stopped.
only handle one lovable idiot at a time.
Not you, Lance. Of course.
I think she's talking about Reefus.
I'm on your head.
I think
mean, you're
she's-
basically one person.
I
What
think
if we're
she's
not
talking
lovable?
about you.
You think so? I mean,
What?
I was just trying to be friendly, but I mean, if she needs a little space, I can give that to her. That's fine.
I don't know.
Am I annoying you?
No, I think you're pretty great.
Oh, thank you. You're pretty wonderful yourself. And not just because you're becoming, like, my kind of land fairy here. I'm feeling much better.
There are land fairies? I thought they were just wood fairies.
There's wood fairies?
No.
Why don't we ask Sylvyre's friend?
Poor Maltor.
No
Just-
need.
Did you ever see, like, what the Fae kind of look like?
They were hooded as well,
Yeah.
strangely enough. I don't know if the robes were the same make and model. I didn't check.
I didn't see the other ones.
But also, robes are robes. They're a timeless classic that are usually pretty darn uniform.
The world may never know.
The world may never know.
But answer me this. How many looks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll Center of a Tootsie Pop?
1, 2.
3.
Depends. I have all the Tootsie Pops now. It'll cost you 5 gold a piece for each one.
That's a half a day right there, right?
Yeah.
A voice echoes in your mind. You're a bad person.
Every time.
Racked
Still.
with guilt. Anywho's,
We got a nice rest spot, and we got slow cooked meat.
you do have slow cooked meat that is
Oh,
still
right.
very gamey.
We tried.
You tried.
We tried.
Stomach it. Do what we can.
Yep.
And relax.
Every one of you roll Constitution to see if you hold
Oh,
down the
crap.
game.
I'm not eating that much. Mm-mm.
Okay, minus you.
I was gonna say I prepped it. I'm eating it. 11.
I feel it. Am I rolling with disadvantage because I just was
Yep.
sick, or am I better and now? Oh,
Womp womp.
15.
You did that to yourself.
at least I was fed.
What did you roll, Maltor?
15.
15. Okay. You're fine. You've had worse, especially in certain situations regarding your past. And
11.
you've had less. Reefus and Sylvyre, you both upsetty tummy.
Oh,
Womp womp.
we should have added more herbs or something of the like, I suppose. Just heat isn't enough to make it better. Damn.
Aeseora, having just a touch of it, is like,
No, we're good.
we're good. Eclipsa just like, hold on.
We should have
Reefus, what is your passive perception?
12.
Eclipsa, Aeseora, you would see this. Eclipsa just kind of like
Yep.
grabs over and pulls the shrub.
You cut out pulls the what?
Pulls the shrub.
The shrub?
The shrub.
The shrub?
The plant friend is.
Eating shrub?
No.
I've never met a satyr before this person. I have no idea that they actually use shrubberies.
Shrubbery, divine.
Okay, so I don't notice this
We
yet.
require shrubbery.
Still interesting. What was I had
It's
some-
a sort. Yeah, you saw that?
I did. Okay. Yeah. After the first bite, Eclipsa will hear in her head. He was trying to keep that, you know.
She'll take a second bite and then put it back.
We tried.
Yeah.
Happily oblivious.
Lance also keeps it down like a champ. He has the stomach of steel.
Oh yeah.
But you do need to start setting up camp.
I'll set it up this time. Since I'm
Why not?
feeling sick, I don't feel really up to like practicing anything with anybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Malta, are you going to be practicing anything?
I'm actually gonna go up to Lance this time around.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh boy. Lance.
Hello.
Hey. I don't know if you could help me practice. I'm trying to learn Catalate fencing.
I don't know Catalate fencing.
I don't. No, it's fine. I just need practice.
Okay.
But I was just wondering if that's something you do.
Well, if it's fighting, I can fight.
That's what I'm saying. Is it fighting or is it practicing?
Are you practicing fighting? Because I'm really good at fighting, so I think I could help you practice fighting.
Just give him
You know
a
what, let's
stick
give it a go.
instead of a weapon. It's not sharp.
Just, alright, fine. Let's give it a go, if you don't mind.
It will be my honor. And he's gonna he's gonna take Aeseora's suggestion of using a stick. And then he's gonna walk over to like a tree and just rip off a huge chunk of bark. And just kind of like shoves his fingers through it and is holding it like this. I got a shield now.
Thanks. Let's try this out. Oh, this is a bad idea. This is fine.
Alright, roll for it.
Rollies. Oh, God. 12?
So, the fight is dramatically closer than it was with Eclipsa. Despite the proficiency in warfare that he demonstrated with the plants, a lot of it is taking hits. And you manage to actually smack his wrist to the point where he drops the stick. as your speed wins over his durability in this scenario. It's a series of like thrusts and swipes, and you're just like, whoa, wait, what?
All right. That's unexpected.
Fighting is all about getting advantages. You have a good speed advantage, and I'm very, very strong. So, if I hit you, I probably win because I'm very strong. But if I can't hit you with your speed, then, like, good job. You probably win.
Surely my superior dexterity will make me win.
Do you want to do it again? Fighting is fun, isn't it?
Yeah, let's go.
You're doing a really good job, by the way. Like, I'm proud of you.
Aww.
13.
I should probably actually roll.
Uh-oh.
And you know, taking his advice, you trying to just like leverage your speed advantage, especially in the situation. You manage to like bash him in the fingers to the point where he drops his shield, and so he starts two-wielding the stick, or two-hand wielding the stick, and you just, as he like tries to hit you with the butt end, you duck and just like jab up with presumably your own stick or your sheathed sword, and just lands like right against his neck. You're doing really good.
You're a good sparring partner, actually.
It's because I'm really good at taking hits.
That you do seem to be. Thanks.
I sort of lean over to Sylvyre. He's really good at a lot of things.
Fighting?
He hits? Practicing fighting?
It's all under the umbrella of fighting.
It's fair.
He's also
Which is still a good thing to be good at.
He's also really good at just being supportive.
That's emotional fighting. No, I'm kidding.
Emotional fighting?
It's a terrible battleground.
The shield really is the friends we made along the way.
And the sword was the insults you learned along the way.
Wait, let me try something else. And he's gonna take the stick that he was using as the spear and just smash it in half. I got a sword now.
Wait, no. That was supposed to be blunt?
Wait, yes.
It's still blunt.
It's got pokey bits on the end.
Fine, I'll use the other.
Oh, okay.
And so now it's just like this thick club. It's a sword. Alright.
Everyone can definitely see that I am brightening up a lot more than in a while.
Yeah. Wanna go again?
Yeah, let's go. 17.
So this fight is a lot more close than it was, where he like ends up actually like smacking your blade away in some instances and using your superior mobility as he is, you know, taught you to leverage a little bit in just a short amount of time. You like dash through and just end up with like, and it ends up against his neck yet again. Are you sure you're not a champion? You fight like a champion.
No, not yet.
You should.
I haven't earned the title.
You should totally be one.
Just wait till we get there.
Yeah, do you want to be like the Soul Lane champion? You're kind of better at fighting than me. I'm really proud of you.
I really don't. I don't think I'm better than you. You're fun. I mean, this is not just practice, you know?
You're right. That's fair. Yeah. But he's gonna smack you on the back like a very congratulatory one. You did good.
Thank you.
You should be proud. Hey, hold on. And he's gonna gently like put one hand on like the small of your back and one on your shoulder and just like get you to stand up straight, and then push your chin up a little bit. Walk like that. You've earned it.
Does Sylvyre immediately get taller?
That's, you know.
I imagine not this time. He's sitting down. Not yet.
I like to think you're not even looking. You just instinctively. Oh, just a little bit.
The neck stretches out just a smidge.
But, you know, stand tall. You did good. Be proud of yourself.
You can see that I am immediately trying to close back up, but also kind of trying to keep it. It's a lot of fighting. Fighting conflicting emotions.
You asked for fighting practice, you got it.
Emotional fighting.
I did. It's not what I asked for.
Sylvyre was right. Emotional fighting is the most dangerous battlefield.
Dances the
I kinda lean
sledgehammer to
over.
bring down your
Alright,
wall.
I'm gonna just quickly go to the fire and sit down quickly so that it doesn't show as much how much I'm searching or not.
Okay.
As you're walking over, your Reefus kind of lean. I mean, I kind of lean over to Sylvyre. Are they flirting?
I think it's more of an emotional support kind of like buddy. It's hard to tell.
Isn't that what you want?
I mean, you're not wrong. I don't know.
That's what I look for. I
I'm
don't know.
within earshot at this point, and I'm sitting down.
Yeah.
You hear,
Emotional
are they
support buddy.
flirting?
Yeah, emotional support buddy. Maybe. Or something we say are friends.
Aeseora, what are you doing? Why?
Watching?
Why did you ask me that?
For science. Because I need to know everything. I was probably watching. That was interesting. Unless other people are doing things more interesting. I think we were all paying attention to
We were all
fight.
yeah, I was going to say the fight was taking a lot of the it was the spectacle right this time around.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you feel a little bit more confident than before.
I'm actually kind of like toying with my hands a little bit, and at this point, I'm just gonna be like, "What the? Oh,
You notice it.
fuck!"
It has been noticed.
I mean, yeah, and you all see me kind of just like starting to hold my right hand, kind of like, "Oh, fuck.
Did he
Cramp.
poke you?
No. Shit. I think, well, it on the back of my hand, there's a symbol, kind of as if it was, in terms of shading, it's like a beauty mark type of difference in color,
Mm-hmm.
but, you know, in the kind of reddish
The
tint
red
I
scale.
am. And it is clearly like a circle with a crack in it.
Interesting
And
birthmark. Did it hurt? Is it a scar?
This is not mine. This is a Laro symbol. Fuck. God damn.
Which one is that again?
Misfortune.
Oh, okay, good. Not good, I mean.
You say not yours, like
Well, it's not my birthmark. I
But it's not a Reefus situation, correct?
Did that just show up?
I don't know. I don't think so. I didn't feel anything.
Have I seen it there before?
Considering perspective?
No.
I mean, this is sounding more like a Reefus situation.
We got a code Reefus.
Same.
I mean, I know about this. It's just.
Oh.
I mean,
Okay.
I know who it is. I didn't know it came with.
So this has not happened before.
No. I'm gonna quickly check my other hand,
It's clean.
but there's nothing there.
Yet.
Which hand is this? The right one?
Yeah, right one.
It's remind me the name of the god. I'm sorry.
Ilaro.
Ilaro? Yeah.
I'm just gonna walk over and just sort of like, almost offer my paws like I'm gonna hold your hand and just kind of like, do you mind?
What?
I'm just gonna look. That's all.
Sure.
You just kind of take look. I want to look and see if there's anything similar to kind of what I was going through. We're like, oh yeah, that's the dead giveaway.
Hmm?
Is that like investigation or arcana or?
Probably arcana.
Okay. That's 10.
Nah. You're like, yes, this mark looks like Mark.
And then sort of
I'll take a look as well.
as you're walking over, I'm going to take the quill that I drew on Sylvyre with and just draw the mark of Zinyo on the other hand.
Can I try to pull my hand?
You can try.
It's a smudge. Oh, well, okay. I mean, that's abstract.
Is Mark even Mark? I got an 8.
8 to 10.
Yeah, I guess that turns into a casual grab hand look.
Yes, this hand looks like Mark.
No, not at all.
Very much Inspector Gadget moment.
I'm going to kind of look over at Aeseora, who's sort of our magical knowledge expert, at least according to Reefus.
Resident magic.
If it's bad?
It's, bad luck.
Huh.
Yeah, well. I don't... How much would I know about, like, Ilaro's followers?
You would know they have a negative connotation. Mostly as a lot of them are kind of like pricks of like, well, if you're gonna be like mean to me, Ilaro's gonna curse you.
And considering that that's her symbol, do they wear it?
Yeah, they wear it.
Okay.
Have you, I don't know how to ask this, and you don't have to answer. Is Ilaro, like, after you? Or have you encountered them before? Or just speaking as somebody with recent experience in a similar thing?
Yeah, no, I met them. It kind of ambushed me. I mean...
Relatable.
In a dark alleyway?
No, in
Okay.
a path. I was walking just down a clear path, middle of the day. Suddenly, I don't think I was in the same plane of existence.
So did what happened to us?
Similar, not the same place, but yeah.
Okay. So it
But
wasn't
not.
a
I didn't
portal,
go. I didn't go through a portal. The whole world started kind of warping around me.
Sounds like a fast portal.
Maybe.
If I may ask you again, what were you doing before all this happened? Like, was it related, or were you just whisked away and now you're doing something completely different?
No, I was going to one of the other portals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, went to Catalade.
Right.
Got the intel about like a hit squad for one of the portals. Decided to try and go there. The whole world started melting, and they were both there, Laura and Zenyo, and then it was just like, oh, we're gonna bet on you for some reason. So I don't think they're after me.
And it has to do with what you and Sylvyre saw on
Yeah,
in the previous portal.
Tangentially.
I mean, they didn't make it clear at the start, but I think
Typical gods.
Well,
So no, I mean, I don't think they're after me like that. They want me to win their bet.
Hopefully that means it's less of a you're getting bad luck, and it's more of a you can cause bad luck to other people. Weaponize it.
I was about to ask that.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Ilaro's followers are kind of known to have this.
Quick, point your hand at me while I try and sleight of hand something, and I'll see if I'm less lucky while doing it.
I don't...
Well, bad luck for other people is good luck for us, right?
Unless it's within us, yeah.
I think I already know how this works.
Oh.
It's, I'm gonna pull out the coin and do the thing.
The thing.
Oh,
The
he's
thing.
doing the thing. You know.
That we all must imitate
Yeah.
with our hands.
Yeah.
It's,
It's legally
used
required.
it's this thing.
Have you used that?
Yeah. Once. On the dock.
How did it feel?
I just wanted to destroy the shrub. And
What, that
Reefus puts a paw like behind I put a paw behind my back.
forgot about that one.
What the hell?
You see that 2 bites have been taken out of it.
Ah, man. These things never travel well. Anyway, sorry.
Go ahead, Francesca. I'm sorry.
I mean, I wanted to make sure that it got destroyed, and I called to it. I attuned to this thing. It is magic. I mean, I'm gonna like hand it over to, or like palm out like towards Aeseora. It does something, and it did something then.
Kurt, so
Hi.
between my Arcana roll on the symbol on Maltor's hand and the fact that I remember from the fight when they did the thing that the magic was purple and they did extra damage, and looking at the coin, what do I know now?
Coming together.
It's all coming together, piece by piece.
Yeah.
You know that, at least invoking the power of Ilara would make it so you are less likely to succeed. Like it's at present it seems like a self-imposed, like, make things harder for better.
Like playing Hades?
Yeah, you've
Okay.
turned the the heat gauge all the way up.
Look, by the end of this, somebody's going to sponsor us. We don't care who.
When you used it, did it feel like it was supposed to be there? Like you've known how to use it all along, but you never thought about it until you did?
Not exactly. It was more like calling out to make something happen. And then it did.
When it called out, you knew how to answer,
No, I mean,
whether you knew it or not.
I'm the one who called it.
Oh. Okay.
I kind of tap the boomerang.
Opposite end of the spectrum.
We're dealing with a lot of spectrums tonight.
Yeah, lots of spectrums.
Huh. Yeah, I guess.
What's his name? This is another Jacob versus Reefus thing, but I'm gonna again kind of look internally. I'm gonna walk off a little bit, not like 20 feet or anything, just kind of like not be the center of the conversation.
That's
And
fine.
just kind of
Everyone looks.
yeah, everybody.
walking
Well,
away.
just kind of a casual, like, you know, step back for a second, and like I'm in deep thought, and just camera transitions into the brain and just sort of pop them and go,
Any hints?
Laro's kind of a bitch.
But Maltor's not.
Well,
Ooh.
Can I insight check Reefus?
sure.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I would think on it with their high passive and detect magic up all the time. Do I give anything off when I'm doing this?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So I can tell when Reefus is talking to EBDB.
yeah.
Bob.
I thought, which nickname are we using? Are we doing Bob? Are we doing EBDB? Are we doing CM?
Oh,
Sam is.
it has no idea, like, what it is in
does
for.
CM stand for?
Crimson Moon.
A Crimson Moon.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what it
Makes
has
the most
called
sense.
itself.
Bob is
Captain
funny.
Morgan.
Captain Morgan.
EBDB is weird. Captain Morgan's kind of great, though.
Again,
EBDB's only weird 'cause
Looking
you're
for those
not in on it.
sponsorships anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
I got stuck in Reefus' voice. Sorry.
It's worse when I practice it like on the way to work and then I get in the office. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, okay. I mean, but affecting Maltor, is that similar to what's happening here, or should we be concerned for him, or is this kind of a
Gods have
two sides of a coin? I guess.
two sides of a coin is a very accurate accurate phrase. Gods do whatever the hell they want, whenever they want, because they're gods. To try and guess
Right, but-
what a god is thinking or doing is like trying to figure out what the purpose of life is. There's no
You
point.
could say the same thing about an anarchist.
I tend to find anarchists more enjoyable than gods.
Okay, so you're not a god. Check. Fine. Not that's a bad thing. That's fine.
I will hit you with this boomerang.
Silence.
Silence. It's deafening.
Yep, just silence. I just let it hang there.
Silence.
Just sort of like, and on the outside again, just sort of like,
I will say
I'll
this.
look over at Aeseora and be like,
sorry. I will say this.
you get it. Just
Be careful about those gods. Zenyo, Ilaro, they tend to go hand in hand.
You realize the irony of your statement, right?
I do now.
I like you, Simi.
Do not call me that. You can call me Crystal Moon. Or Crystal Moon. Crimson Moon.
Hey, however you feel that day.
I don't say that. Yeah, just sort of like on the do not call me that. It's sort of like not quite hanging up the phone mid sentence, but it's like turning down the volume, like do not call me, and just kind of I just kind of look over to Aeseora and just do a little like. I'm not hiding that I'm doing this.
Like you could. You get a nod back. So, can I tell if the coin can do two different things or just one thing?
As far as you know, it only does the one.
And it's whatever the fuck that purple thing was?
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, as long as it's not actively hurting anything, I suppose we can just make camp, or we've already made camp, but we can just call it.
Can I?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No.
I was trying to think of how to phrase a question. Can I tell if, with this trio of knowledge that I have, if the symbol on their hand was probably caused when they used the coin?
It wouldn't be a what's the phrase? Wouldn't be a stretch.
Wouldn't be a stretch?
Yeah.
A cost.
Okay. Sorry. I think I'm
And-
done with questions.
Okay. Well, this is a lovely place to introduce that Sylvyre, whilst you were all distracted, your box has been stolen. Or boxes, rather.
The one I have on my back?
Yeah. You
What?
see...
How?
You felt like a sharp tug initially, and you see that the straps have been snapped.
That means we have time to give chase.
Looking for tracks. Well, I guess I don't realize
And
that.
you,
Well, no, I make everyone aware of this.
off yonder, towards your 7 o'clock?
In a direction.
Yeah,
The
in a
Minds
dir-
Theater, we can fill it in of the direction.
No,
Yes.
it'd be like 5 o'clock. In your 5 o'clock direction, you would see a creature not too dissimilar to the kinetic beast of which you ate earlier, but small. Small.
Small lord.
It's a blue one.
See
How
if it has more
far?
flavor.
How far? What's it doing?
It is about 35 feet, and it is booking it.
I cast
Who sees
Phantasmal
it?
Force.
Oh,
Do you have Phantasmal Force?
Yeah!
No would have been a much funnier
Do I-
answer.
Do
No
I
would have
see
been
it?
hilarious. You would be able to see it.
Oh yeah, no, I can put. I gotta make it something it would be scared of. So fire's always good. Well, depending on if it makes a save or not. So that's a. What type
You
of
know, I
save?
should have taken into account that you guys would make me look up.
You have done that yourself.
yep.
2 episode 3 references tonight.
But yeah, it's an int save whenever you get around to that.
Yeah, I'm looking up the stat.
Mhm.
Well, this is not going to be great.
It is perceptible only to the target. Huh?
Ooh.
Interesting.
Let's see.
Interesting.
-2.
What?
You rolled a -2.
Yep.
Oh no, that's the.
After
Wow.
modifier.
That's
Oh, I thought that was the
Yes.
modifier.
So it's not a huge thing, but it's still a wall of fire that's 10 feet across to try and prevent it from going further without to basically give us a little time. If
Only
it does,
it sees it. We don't.
yes, it sees
Yeah.
it. Well, you see
We
me
just
reach
see it
out.
freaking
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
You see it freak out, and it starts booking it towards the, I guess,
Left or
6
right,
o'clock.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
to the right.
It,
Yeah.
Just not in the. It gives us time to hopefully head it off and just Lance, you're fast. Get it.
I'm not that fast.
Go
Okay,
I am.
Let's go.
Oh wait, Reefus.
On it. And yeah, you said it's about 35 or 30?
That's about 30,
Catchy tune.
30 feet. 35 feet.
30 feet?
35 feet.
35 feet? All right.
Easy.
Yeah, we're Zephyr striking this thing.
All right, well, keep
Just
that
the-
in mind because I'm actually going to be calling it here because I do open tomorrow.
That,
Yeah, that's
Ah!
that makes sense.
Okay.
Reefus, you get catchy tune.
We won't remember that for next week unless you.
I'm writing it down.
Yeah,
now.
mark
Okay.
it.
I will not remember it for next time.
Fantastic.
You remembered it last time.
Well,
True.
Bold of you to assume I would do it
Well, that
twice
was-
in a row.
And that was after saying you wouldn't.
That was Maltor who
Eventually I'll be
remembered
right.
the catchy tune for me, I think. And then we didn't use it at all.
wham, wham.
Ah. Are we?
Aeseora has guidance now, right? It's the last person I gave it to.
Mhm.
Yeah, but only lasts like a minute.
Oh, okay.
It might be 10, but yeah, no.
Either way,
Yeah, it's way past that.
We
zoom. Anywho's. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We hope you enjoyed. Minnesota. We hope you enjoyed our lovely presentation tonight. Join us same time next week. That is 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 p.m.
EST.
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 S.
The important time.
As
You-
Spelled with an E.
Aw.
Important.
Sorry.
Important.
But
Sorry.
still.
verbally
Same.
squints.
Sorry, but same time next week.
Same time
Yeah.
next week.
Good
Mhm.
shit.
As we beat down someone who stole from Sylvyre.
I do want to say, like, the sound I pictured coming from Sylvyre was like the first time he's not articulate and like he's just perfectly fine, and then it gets clipped and he's just,
I mean, you missed the one time he wasn't smiling.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably looks terrifying.
Slowly, he's breaking
What's
down.
going on?
The wilderness is taking him.
Anywho, thank you once again. We will see you next
Yay.
week. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye for now.